Men's grooming seems to be evolving day by day, going beyond basic skincare. We're now seeing everything from skin expression to eyebrow shaping. Now, Bella, do you see that happening around you as well?
Definitely. When I sometimes go into skincare clinics, I see a lot more men than before. The vibe is completely different now. And I feel like men who take care of themselves are more attractive these days.
I mean, I also think that a lot of stereotypes have gone these days when it comes to men's grooming.
Right.
And yeah, I think Kbeauty especially has played a big role in that. And we are actually going to have a new segment today which will look into the latest trends and also break them down for our viewers. And today is actually about Kbeauty and especially men's Kbeauty.
Ooh, new segment is always exciting.
All right, so it is a K-Trend Dive with our Trend Diver Gunwoo, who is a content creator as well as so-called Teuminnam, which would be 트렌드에 민감한 남자 in Korean, which refers to a trend-conscious man. So why don't we welcome our Trend Diver Gunwoo into the studio? Hi, Gunwoo, welcome.
Anyoung divers, it's your favorite Trend Diver Gunwoo. On duty.
All right, Gunwoo, we're very happy to have you on the show, and you are looking very trendy and dandy, just like I would imagine a trend diver.
Am I? How am I looking, guys? Divers, what do you think?
You're looking great, Gunwoo. And yes, because you are going to invite us to the latest K-trends and especially focus on K-beauty for men today, obviously you are into K-beauty, and you even were an ambassador for K-beauty last year, as far as I understand. So please tell us, how did your interest into K-beauty all begin?
Well, let me put it this way. Throughout past 10 years, I have been in multiple industries, such as I was a K-pop idol trainee, and then I was a K-drama actor. And through all the experience, well, acne was the biggest enemy of mine, to be honest. And I'm sure that a lot of you can find it very relatable. And on the top of that, I have very sensitive combination skin. So I have worked with a lot of famous makeup artists, makeup shops. But the thing is, it didn't turn out great because my skin itself wasn't so great. So I started looking into skincare itself. You know, it's really not about skin outside. It was about what you eat, like habits or lifestyle. So I changed literally everything. I changed my lifestyle, my habits, my skincares, my cosmetics and everything. And it turned out it's changing very slowly. So it was very improved very much, very slowly, but I realized that how important it is to take care of skincare. Even for men, we both, I mean, female and male, we both share the same skin here, right? So I realized that, you know what, I gotta do something good for people who have exactly the same concern as mine. So I started my social media to share my experience and my knowledge.
Wow.
You know, I really have to agree with you. If you have acne-prone skin, then even if you go to a makeup shop and then get your makeup done, you have to put on thick makeup if you have some pimples and so on. And then it even gets worse for your skin, and you have that vicious cycle. But now I have to say your skin looks flawless.
How am I looking, guys?
Yes.
Is it glowing or what?
It is.
You can hear the sound of glass.
Oh, it's too shiny. And I definitely know who to go to for beauty tips now with all your experiences I hear, Gunwoo. And you look fabulous today, and I'm sure you put a little bit extra efforts into today's look. So what was your main focus for today's look?
Well, first of all, I very much appreciate the compliments right here. You know, I had a little bit of beauty sleep last night to look great. Because,
How many hours?
Well, you know, to be honest, I only had like 2-3 hours sleep because this is my favorite show. K-Culture Dive is my favorite show, and I was a little bit nervous. If you can tell, I was a little bit nervous, but I am so happy to be here. And since I got a beauty sleep, even though it was 3 hours sleep, I did sleep very well. And you know, I gotta tell you, to be on my favorite show, K-Culture Dive, I've added some of the key factors, you know, I gave a little bit of kicks, if you understand what I'm saying here. So first, to emphasize a sharp look as a trend diver, I did a little bit of shading on the jawline to emphasize a facial contour right here, and also around the nose, so I can look like, I have a very strong T-zone. And since it's a spring now, well, I'll apply blush to my cheekbone and create a little bit of, freshness, refreshing vibe with, the color of lip balm right here, as you see. So I was wondering if you can feel the vibe of freshness of beautiful Korean spring right here through my face.
I
What do you think?
definitely
Yes.
think they
Do you
will.
feel it?
Yes.
Bella's feeling it, all right.
I mean, that reminds me of how you name these kinds of trendy makeups these days. Maybe we
Right.
could call your makeup cherry blossom makeup, for instance.
Oh, well, that rings me a bell.
Yeah.
Since cherry blossom is blooming here in Korea, that makes
Definitely.
sense.
And you have that cherry color on your cheeks, as you mentioned.
Exactly.
But Gunwoo, I really feel that more and more men are putting on makeup, and it's something normal these days. So how do you feel like, how has this evolved over the years when it comes to men's grooming?
Well, that's a really good question right there because let me just explain in statistic right here. So 9 out of 10 Korean men, they're so seriously into beauty stuff. So they feel a need for self-care, and they spend average of 230,000 won, which is about $200 every month, and 30% of those money will be spent on beauty category. I mean, this is amazing if you consider that when I started men's beauty contents, it was literally disaster. Nobody really cared about men's beauty, and it was considered to be taboo. But now, if you think about how big the men's beauty market is, it's expanded to like enormously. So, well, I believe this sensation, this whole phenomenon is happening because of a popularization of grooming and a reasonable price. And, there are so many channels you can purchase those beauty items. So, it's kind of funny how it feels to see this whole market is blooming and grooming. This is just amazing, and I just want y'all to know that most of Korean men, like 9 out of 10 men, 10 Korean men, they actually care themselves with the skincare and beauty care and everything. This is amazing.
So it's nothing you have to be embarrassed about, like in the past, maybe a decade ago, right?
Right, definitely. And we want to talk about the makeup itself now, men's makeup specifically. How far does men's daily makeup go? Because the last time I checked, it was BB cream, and that was it.
Oh, well, but I see you're still catching up with it because BB cream was a big
It's still a thing here?
event, but I am
No?
afraid to tell you that BB cream is now a bit outdated because new game changer came out of nowhere, and it's called cover lotion. Have you ever heard of it? Cover lotion? Divers, have you ever heard of cover lotion?
I've heard of the cover sun creams, like sun cream with a little bit of cover. Yeah.
Right, but when it comes to men's beauty, it's all about not looking too obvious that you're wearing makeup.
Natural.
So cover lotion itself, it means like, you're just wearing a cover lotion. But the thing is, first, when it's applied on your skin, it looks very white. But as you just, apply it and rub it in nice and easy, it goes spread out. And as you see in the video, it's white in the first place. But the thing is, there's a little tricky part as you apply nice and easy for like 30 seconds, it matches your skin tone. So, no matter how bright or how dark your skin tone is, it just matches. It just changes into your skin tone, which is amazing. So cover lotion has changed the whole industry, and BB cream is kind of, out of fashion, to be honest, but still, BB cream is kind of obvious. So that's why men try not to use BB cream, but cover lotion these days. And speaking of cover, there is another thing called cover stick. So cover stick is literally like a stick. It's like a lip balm. You can literally just, put it on your face, apply nice and easy like a lip balm. And then on the other side, there is a brush. So you can just brush in. So it makes your skin very natural, very glowing, very beautiful. But most importantly, it doesn't look obvious that you're wearing makeup.
So it's all about the natural.
Yes.
That's the concept of men's beauty these days, right?
That's the most significant part in men's makeup right there.
And watching your video, it almost felt like magic.
I know, right?
You have cover lotion, cover stick. What are some other items, must-use items for men's these days when it comes to K-beauty products?
Oh man, when it comes to K-beauty items recommendation, I have so many of them. So let me just, let me just think about it. Okay, let me start with all-in-one products. Ooh. So when it comes to men's beauty items, a lot of men have hard time applying so many stuff or so many sticky stuff. You know, men does not like it sticky. So they wanted something cool, something nice, something refreshing. So all-in-one products and easy to apply and just like itself, like literally all-in-one. Everything is just one lotion. So all you gotta do is just put one lotion. So, you know, I highly recommend all-in-one products. And also there are so many other things, just like I recommended, cover lotion, cover sticks are recommended. And lastly, this is a priceless tips right here. You'll be surprised to hear this. And this is Gunwoo's pick. Your favorite Trend Diver's pick. So you might want to write it down. Well, there is a store like a Dollar Tree in Korea. So like every product you can buy less than like $10, you know? So when you go to that place, Daidang, well, there are a lot of options of perfume, but high quality perfume with less than $10. So you can just have a lot of options to choose what you want and you can actually test it. So whatever you're looking for, it's there. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Check it out.
Gunwoo's tip.
And it's not only for men, it's for ourselves as well, Swa and I, to take note of.
Exactly.
Yes, definitely. And when it comes to skin expression, skin care is a key factor. And that's something I actually personally pay most attention to with sensitive skin and putting makeup every day for work. So if you had to pick an essential routine for now men, what would it be?
Well, you know, as you know, doing my skincare is part of my job. You know, that's one of my profession. So I take it very seriously. So I usually apply 5 to 7 products at night. It takes me about 15 to 20 minutes. And to be honest, my skin was as good as this like 5-6 years ago. It was disaster, literally. I had a lot of acne because I was acne prone. But as I looked into skincare and I studied how to improve my skin condition, I actually realized how to improve it. So here it goes. Let's check it out. So first thing you gotta do is double cleansing. When it comes to skincare, cleansing is the most important thing. So I recommend you to double cleanse. Even though you're a man, it doesn't matter. We share the same skin. So we gotta double cleanse with a cleansing milk, cleansing oil, or cleansing water. And then you can cleanse yourself. And second, this is also very important. As I recommended all-in-one earlier, if I have a time machine, I would go back to the past and I would drag myself to apply more than just one all-in-one product. You know, it's better than not applying anything, but you gotta know that a lot of men don't apply anything before nights. They just wash their face with a soap. They don't double cleanse. They have no idea what to do with their skin. They just cleanse and they just go to bed or just one lotion. So I recommend you to try more than 2 steps, at least 3 steps at night, starting with a skin toner, ampoule serum or a lotion, cream, whatever. Please do apply 3-step skincare routine because it's essential. It's the most important thing before you're going to bed. And this is how you stay young, because if you don't do this now, maybe when you reach 30s and 40s, you might have to go to see a dermatologist with pain, a lot of money, and spending so much time.
Please listen to Gunwoo, everyone. And last but not least, very briefly, what is the hottest K-beauty trend for men right now, Gunwoo?
Well, you know, there are a lot of things, but idol makeup is definitely the hottest right now. And as you see my face, I try to show you indicates a little bit of trend through my face with idol makeup right here. There are a lot of foreigners coming to Korea just to try idol makeup. And this is how you look if you try idol makeup shop. What do you think? Do I look like idol or what? So, yeah.
I think that could be another topic for another day. Thank you very much, Gunwoo, for your first segment today. It was wonderful, and looking forward to the next K-Trends with you.
Gunwoo on duty.
Thank you. And thank you, Bella, as always. We're going to have you back here soon.
Yes, I'll see you back very soon.